Hello students, good afternoon all. Happy Moharram to all. Today I am going to give you a speech about Moharram. I am going to tell you some information about Moharram. Moharram is the first month of the Islamic calendar. It is one of the most sacred months of the year in which fighting is not allowed. Since the Islamic calendar is a lunar calendar, Moharram moves from year to year when compared with the Gregorian calendar. Moharram is held to be the most sacred of all the months except for Ramadan. Some Muslims fast during these days. The 10th day of Moharram is the day of Ashura. To Shia Muslims, it is part of the Mouring of Moharram. The Mouring is for Hussein ibn Ali, who was the grandson of Prophet Muhammad and their third Imam. Many Sunni Muslims fast during these days. It is in the hadith that Musa and his people had a victory over the Egyptian. On the 10th day of Muharram, the Islamic prophet Muhammad asked Muslims to fast on this day and also a day extra either before or after. Many Muslims cook something sweet like sweet rice and share with their family and circle of friends to eat when breaking their fast. The festival of Muharram marks the first month of the Islamic calendar. On the first day of Muharram, the Islamic New Year is celebrated, which is considered a very holy celebration. Although it marks the first Islamic month, the 10th day of Muharram is also known for being a period of mourning where the Shia Muslim community commemorates and the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, the son of Hazrat Ali and the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. The Islamic calendar is lunar calendar and is 11 to 12 days shorter than the solar calendar or the Gregorian one, which is referred to in most Western countries. Let us all embrace each other in this holy day to mark the first month of the year and mourn the sacrifice of our Lord. Here's all you need to know about Muharram, its history, story, and significance. The story of Muharram. Some 14 countries ago, on the day of Ashura, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, Imam Hussein, and his little son were mercilessly killed by a cruel and oppressive ruler in the Battle of Karbala. Although Imam Hussein was slain in the battle, his message of kindness, justice, and equality lives on among people who loved him, and hence that is his real victory. The story of Muharram. The real story behind the murdering of Muharram is a very tragic one. On the 10th day of Muharram, also called Ashura, in the 61st year of the Islamic calendar, the fierce battle of Karbala took place. The battle was fought between a small group of supporters and relatives of Prophet Muhammad's grandson Imam Hussein and a much large military of Yazid I and Umayyad Caliph. Imam Hussein's humble army comprised of only his friends and family, including women and young children, but they were surrounded by a heavily armed enemy army of thousands. They captured Hussein and his group and deprived them of water and food in the desert heat for 3 successive days. The cruel soldiers brutally killed Hussein and his 6-year-old son and took the woman with them as captives. It is a very emotional story, and Muslims honored the sacrifice of the innocent lives of observing a mourning period of the month of Moharram. The significance of Muharram. The month of Muharram is extremely holy for the Muslim community, and Shia Muslims mourn the death of Imam Hussain and his family on this day of sorrow. They respect their sacrifice and pray in abundance as well as refrain from all joyous events. The mourning period starts on the first day of Muharram and lasts for 10th day until the death day of Imam Hussain. They mourn by putting on black clothes, observing abstinence, fasting, and then they break their fast on the day of Ashura, the 10th day traditionally. Some of them even break the fast only after Zawal afternoon when they pay respect to Imam Hussain by beating themselves with chain in public, cutting themselves with knives and sharp objects, and holding mournful public procession. This painful observance is an expression of their grief on the death of their leader Hussein, also considered to be the representative of Allah, but most people mourn in a more non-violent manner by holding sad procession and by chanting Ya Hussein, wailing loudly. Ashura, the 10th day of Muharram, also commemorates the day that Allah saved the children as Israel from Pharaoh when Prophet Muhammad came across the people of Medina in 622 CE. He learned from the Jews that they fasted on this day because Allah saved the children of Israel from their enemy, the Pharaoh in Egypt, and that Prophet Musa also fasted on this day as a sign of gratitude to Allah. Since then, Muhammad also wanted his followers to observe a 2-day fast on the day of Ashura and the day period, while the Shias mourn the death of Imam Hussein on Ashura. Sunni Muslims hold a fast following Muhammad. So, students, I hope you understood the story of Muharram, and that's why the Muslims celebrate this festival. So, happy Muharram once again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.